returns. Many happy returns, Ruth Schwartz.
Whether you are like me or not, a modern day consumer, you are going to understand my tale of woe and redemption. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and friends, and anybody who has walked to their mailbox the way I did on Tuesday to look inside and see that swooshy Amazon box. Oh, I love that Amazon box, and I know exactly what's in this one. It's my new Logitech 920 high-definition webcam. $79 of pure promise. I take it into the kitchen. I carve open the box. The filler flies and floats into my room as I pull out the enormous plastic container. This container reminds me of the queen of all packaging. How many of you have ever bought a compact disc? And for those of you too young, give me a minute. A compact disc is a small disc of plastic with generally some music embedded on it. Very cool. It's inserted onto a plastic tray and then inserted into a plastic box and then wrapped in heat-shrinked plastic. And that plastic shrunk box is then heat-sealed into a double-sized package so that it could sit on a display rack. And if you have ever had to get inside one of those bad boys, then you know it will take every tool in your arsenal. As I pulled out my webcam, my first tool is scissors. I start to saw on this big plastic package, and I'm thinking maybe my scissors just aren't very sharp. It takes everything I've got to get this little triangle of plastic to flop off the end. And then I do what I know I shouldn't do. I get my fingers inside that plastic. And then I get my other fingers inside the other side. And I can feel it tearing inside the skin of my knuckles. A little bit of blood starting to drip. But I'm gonna pull this thing apart. And I pull, and I pull, and it pops out. And that webcam with its wire flings down to the floor, and now it's like a trout on the end of a line. I'm not done. I need more tools. I go back into the kitchen. I find a wrench and a knife. I grab one side of the plastic. I wedge the knife down inside, and then everything explodes around my kitchen. There's plastic and paper and packaging. But there it is. There's my webcam. I take it over to the computer. I put it on the monitor and plug it in. It starts to whir to life. I start to see my image in the monitor. And it's strangely distorted. I'm going to need some directions. I go through everything on the kitchen floor, and then I find it. 37 pages. And in 37 languages, it says, go to the website. So I go to the website. 5.29 page views later, I find the small print that tells me that this webcam is not compatible with one of two universally accepted operating systems. How does this even happen? And then it dawns on me. I'm going to have to return my webcam. And that's when I start The 4 stages of consumer grief. Stage number 1, panic. Oh my gosh! I wrap up the webcam, I start grabbing all the things off the floor and start to shove it back in the box, and it's just not gonna go. Stage 2, denial. I can keep the webcam, it doesn't look too bad. And then they'll come up with an upgrade. I'll wait for that. But that's $79 just flushed down the toilet. And then I get into the 3rd stage, anger. Ah! Stage 4, acceptance. If I'm calm and patient and use every available hour left in my day, I can get the thing back into the box. And that's what I do. And as I'm sealing up the box and putting my return label on it, and I walk it back out to the mailbox, I think to myself, I've learned 2 very important things today. 1, it's time to say no to all this excessive packaging. And number 2, if we all, as modern consumers, use our patience and our calm, we will enjoy many happy returns.